Hello, TCH Live, and welcome to TCH Texas Card House Dallas. I'm RJ Dupree alongside my friend joining me, Haley.
Hello.
You've got different last names now.
Are-
Let's fire this up. Hello, everyone, and welcome to TCH Live. We're going to try this again. I am RJ Dupree in the booth, coming at you from Texas Card House Dallas. It's time for the final table of the big one, and I'm alongside my friend Haley with a new last name.
Same last name.
Okay, same last name. We got it. Well, Haley's going to join us in the booth tonight for this final table, and we're going to have a good time. We got a good one for you coming at you tonight from Texas Card House Dallas.
I'm channeling my inner Eric impression.
Yes.
Hold on. That's what she said.
Perfect. You nailed it. Eric would be so proud. Let's see. We're coming into our final 9 players of tonight. This is the big one. We haven't had a big one here on a regular Saturday in quite a while due to the events we've been having. So it's good to see the crew back in for the best Saturday tournament in all the land. And right away in hand number 1, we've got action. That is Mr. Nick in the hijack, raising it up 45,000. Lizard running pretty short on chips. He will make the call from the cutoff with that king 10 of spades. And we got queens in the big blind. 3-bet here for Mr. Anthony. He's going to bump it up with those queens. 140,000 to go now. Blind starting out this final table, 10,000, 20,000 with the 20,000 big blind Annie.
I would have liked to have seen a jam from King 10 here, but obviously he runs into it. Finding the queens in the big blind.
Yeah, trying to sneak that king 10 suited in there from the cutoff, and the queen's going to pounce. Lizard's out of there. Nice hand there for Anthony in hand number 1.
Nothing like getting queens in the big blind of the first hand of a final table.
There's a good look at those chip counts. Brad, Anthony, Zach at the top. Scoop Nick Harris in the middle. Pookie trying to sneak in there from the cutoff. No, pardon me. Pookie is in the 4 seat tonight. Friend of the show, Pookie. While that was Lizard. He's running a little short, 295,000. And Casey coming in as our shorty. So we have our shorties sitting next to one another in the 8 and the 9 seats. We'll keep an eye on that. The button did just get through there. The button's now in the 1 seat. Hello to everyone in the chat. Good to see you guys. Dory checking in with us. Damon Williams, DFS Brat. What's up, guys? Good game to Haley. Dory mentioning.
Thank you.
Miss Haley rocked this tournament tonight. Finished our final table bubble lady, which was rather rude.
Left me just enough time to come sit next to you.
That's right. All right, hand number 2. Nick's raised it up with king queen suited from the low jack. Button's going to stick down with the ace-7 suited. That's scoop. $4-4-9 the flop here. We go check, check. Spades coming in here on the turn. We've seen Scoop at a lot of these final tables. Here he is again tonight. We get back to the big one, and he gets back to the big one's final table. He's going to bet that equity here on the turn and take it down. Picks up 95,000 in profit.
What's the normal big blind coming to the final table? I feel like they kind of raced to it tonight.
I feel the same way. It's usually around 10,000, 20,000. At the most, it may be the next one, 15,000, 30,000, but it's pretty standard for the 9-handed action.
Okay.
Shout out to Jacob in the production room over there helping us out. And he said, didn't even have to ask Jim. He's going by Pookie tonight. He's a friend of the show, along with Dory, and Pookie's going to stick. Yeah, special thanks to Haley for joining us in here tonight after you bust right before the final table. There's 9 million things you could do tonight, but you still hang out with us here.
For the love of the game.
There we go, for the love of the game. Hanging out with TCH Live. Shout out to all the people out there.
Got a assortment of Broadways here. Anybody pairs, we're going to have stuff happening.
There we go. It's 8 high. A couple of hearts there. Brad picking up flush draw. Everyone with 2 overs here. Here we go. Brad choosing to check raise this flop here. 9-10 of hearts. 2 overs and a flush draw.
Definitely going to take this one down.
Finds a good spot. Takes it down. Nice hand, Brad. 170,000 profit. And he's up to 1.1 million now.
The first over $1 million. The rich get richer.
And there you can see it, Brad, over $1 million. That means we are cruising right along here. Brad, Anthony, and Zach all up in the penthouse. 1.1 million for Brad. Button's in the 3 seats. Those shorties over there in 8 and 9. Nothing to panic about just yet. Casey rocking 200,000. That is 10 blinds here, so he's going to be looking for something pretty quick. He's in our 9 seat.
Ooh, little ace-king suited. Gun. See if either of these shorties find anything to jam with. Negative.
Baylor's own Mr. Harris here in the 6th seat. Raising it up with that big slick suited. And Anthony in the cutoff with ace-jack. It's funny how the cards know sometimes, don't they? All right. No customers. Harris going to take it down. I was talking earlier with Haley, and her big slick ran into ace-jack to eliminate her, which is so rude. And then
So rude.
And, of course, it's crazy how the part, you know, here we are in hand number 5, and the cards show us that exact same setup. But it was a little bit different as ace-jack was in front. Ace-jack raised it up, and then you got the ship, and ace-jack has to call. So, blah, blah, blah. Handsome Andy in the chat. What's up, buddy?
So I have to know, where is this bobblehead?
The bobblehead. I believe the bobblehead has been moved. Eric was in charge of the bobblehead.
Eric, you had one job.
Yes. He said, yeah, he said he was going to give it away at one point
Well,
in some kind of a drawing or something. And yeah, it's no longer up in here.
R.I.P.
Unless, yeah, no. This may be the box it was once in, but it is not in here now. Off to hand 6 we go.
That was a really big pickup there for our friend Lizard in seat 8. Just raising and taking down the blinds with the small pair there. He probably didn't want to get called. And basically 50% his stack just by taking it down.
Gets the half up.
Not a full double, a half double.
There we go, and our shorty Casey on the move. Good look at Casey there in our 9 seat. Chooses to go with just the standard min click here with only 10 blinds.
Joseph Alexander, Jackie, JSW, and Benji. Once again, up in brand new was no limit on table 25. For the following players, RJD,
Invites the big blind in there with suited connectors. He's got 5-6 of clubs.
Joseph
We'll
Alexander,
go to a
Jack
flop.
JSW, and
Casey looking to land something. He's got a king in the window and top 2 for Casey. Bottom pair here for Nick. Could be tempting with your opponent only having 8 blinds.
Yeah, King Jack a spot where you're under the gun and you really hate to get it all in pre-flop, but then, you know, you flop top 2 and you feel like you got too much of it. So how do you get the
Right.
maximum?
Yeah.
Take it down.
He's going to lead out here and take it down. 70,000 in profit. Yeah, almost got too much of it. Almost enough to check there, eh?
Ian, 1-2, no limit.
Handsome Andy in the chat reminding you bums need to smash the like button. That was Andy calling everyone bums, not me, but thank you, Andy. That's a good idea. Make sure you smash that like button. Click subscribe. Make sure you're checking in on everything TCH Live is sending your way. You do not want to miss it. Tonight, here now, the final table of the big one. The greatest Saturday tournament in all the land.
Really is.
Right here at Texas Card House, Dallas. Kansas Cooler in the chat. What's up, buddy? Here to learn Ocho's secrets.
It's a wonderful profile picture you got there, my friend.
All right, Brad's going to raise it up from the low jack with those pocket 5s. Lizard, our second short stack. He's going to hang around with 8-6 here. We get a queen 7-3 flop. Nobody loves it. Brad with the pocket 5s definitely will continue here. Don't you love it when you have that small pair in position and just totally whiff? But makes it easy to continue when you have that chip stack against a shorty, right?
Definitely.
$10,000, $20,000 the blinds here with the 20,000 big blind. Andy, we still got 15 minutes of this level. Casey came into this final table with 10 blinds. He's bumped up a bit. He's in the big blind now. Folds around over to Nick, and he's going to pick on the shorties. He's just going to put a bunch of chips out there from his button. This would put either of the players to his left all in.
Seems like, ooh, he folded. I was going to say, seems like a spot that he was going to get called in.
Casey lets that ace-7 go. The middling ace from the big blind didn't want to mess with it. Nick's going to get that through. And that's going to leave Casey short. He does still have a little over 11 blinds. What is that, 11 and a half? Going into his small blind.
It's a great spot for Nick to just shove super wide with 2 short stacks
You
in the
betcha.
blinds.
Yeah, well done there, Nick, picking on the shorties to his left.
It's one of those spots where you can almost just not look at your cards and say, I dare you to call me.
We talked about that last week, Tuesday night, and the final table of the Trailblazer event. Shout out to Yum Yum for taking that one down. We talked about how you could possibly put some pressure on your opponents without looking at your cards, and people thought Aaron and myself were crazy. All right, fun hand brewing up here. Pookie, early position, looking down at jacks. He's going to make it 40,000 to go.
Nobody wants to be the first one out, so we're seeing a whole lot of flats here. But we might see a squeeze from the big blind with the ace-queen.
Scoop is known to put a little heat on it if he needs to. We'll see what he goes with here.
Now it becomes a weird spot for jacks because you've got the shortest person at the table behind you.
And that's one way to do it. Just rip it. Pookie's in there with the jacks. Lizard gets out of there with the king-queen. And Scoop gets out of there. Ace-queen in the muck. Pookie still has 700,000 in his stack, so that was quite a bit there for the ace-queen to think about. We'll see. Yeah, Scoop only has 545,000 behind after making that 3-bet. Did not want to mess with Pookie there. Yeah, nice takedown for Mr. Jim. There's a look at those payouts. That's what we're playing for. Players are guaranteed locked up. 9th place, $1,225. We're playing for that top prize tonight, $12,240. So these players trying to sneak up that ladder here. Always a fun spot here at the beginning of a final table with quite a bit of difference in payouts amongst 9th and 1st, right?
Yeah, definitely. That's why these guys they're calling instead of shoving and trying to work their way up in the payouts. Any number of the last few hands could have resulted in somebody getting eliminated. King,
right.
queen, ace, queen, jacks. Somebody should have been all in there.
Yeah, it's always fun to see these final tables. If there are any players that are really willing to go after it, or if it's just 7 or 8 players trying to ladder up and play defensively. So far, a little bit defensively tonight. We've seen Nick put a little pressure in there, and we know Scoop will do it as well, so we'll keep an eye on that. Front door hearts hitting here on the turn. Casey holding the only heart. Scoop's got the best of it with King Jack currently. Yeah, Dory mentioning that Jim and Scoop have a lot of history, and I felt the same way when that ace-queen instantly went in the muck.
Yeah,
Scoop
I was surprised to see him 3-bet fold that hand. It's kind of a spot where, I don't know, if you're 3-betting, you maybe should be going with it, but...
Do you ever flat there and see a flop against 2 players?
I will say they're best in the third period.
I don't know. I'm sitting here. I'm not
Right.
out there.
They're third period.
I feel like sometimes it's probably not the way the book tells you to do it, but I feel like sometimes if I'm up against a player that I'd be up against, I may just flat with ace-queen and try to play the hand post-flop, but yeah, I don't know. He went with the 3-bet, and then he had to throw it in the muck, rightfully so.
I might have just ripped it
Right?
myself instead of 3-betting, but
I would,
again, I'm sitting right here.
right? I have definitely done that as well. Why 3-bet when you can just jam?
You don't got to think as much about it. You're just like, okay,
That's why I do
let's
it.
flip.
Yeah. Chip up or get out. EVL's out of here tonight. You're stuck with myself, RJ Dupree, and Haley O. Still no eliminations tonight. We're in hand number 13. One more look at those payouts because I forgot what they're locked in at. They're locked in at 12.25, 12.240 up top. So really the good pay jumps start kicking in around 5th place. All right, Lizard in the low jack. He's got a suited ace-7. Blinds are still 10,000, 20,000 here. Bumping it up, 80,000 to go now.
Scoop's finding the ace-queen again. Oh.
And again in the muck.
In the muck.
Yeah, he's going to hold it out. He's kind of stuck in the middle stack-wise, so maybe that's kind of slowing him down here a bit. He doesn't really have the stack to go after people, but he doesn't have a short stack that just has to move either.
Yeah. Kind of have to wait for 1 or 2 people to bust, I suppose.
All right, we're doing it. Anthony bumped it up. Lizard's going to get it all in here. So Anthony going after Lizard here with the suited queen 4. Lizard going to try to get this suited ace-7 to hang on.
Somebody had to try to bust the short stacks.
Okay, so we got a little
queens,
typo.
okay.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Queens are out again.
That does make more sense.
I can see those
Like
queens
queen 4
now.
suited, I respect that.
Right, getting after it. But it's queens. We get a flop of 5-3-3. Queen's still good.
Oh.
Queen on the turn, and that's lights out. Ace-7.
Wow, that's the case queen
Drawn
too.
dead. Case queen coming here on the turn. Top vote good for Anthony, and that'll be our first elimination of tonight's final table. And that'll do it for our man Lizard. Lizard, good to see you tonight. He said he was hanging on there from like 2 tables in, so he was.
He
felt like he was pretty fortunate to get this far, but he was looking for that double up. Couldn't get it. He'll be out in 9th place tonight. $125 for Lizard. GG's.
He'll be back.
He'll definitely be back. Now we got 8 left. Prize of 1,380 locked up for the remaining 8. 12,240 up top. All right. So Casey did not go after it in his big blind a while ago with that ace-7 off, and he finds himself with 1 notch of ladder up. The button has got past him here, so he's got a couple to look at. Folds around here to the blinds. Pookie looks down at queen 3. He doesn't want to mess with that either. Let's go to the next one. Got any fun spots for blind on blind tips?
Man, blind versus blind is one of my least studied spots in
Right.
poker.
It's definitely interesting and intriguing. I know back in the day, like online, I would always like to mix it up from blind on blind, right?
Yeah.
Like, sometimes play a little trappy, sometimes jack it up with queen 4. You know what I mean? Like I tried to just not always be the same.
I try to not walk people a lot,
Yeah, I'm right.
but I also don't raise a lot from the blinds, so I don't know. It's yeah.
Haley's been having a lot of flashbacks in here. I'm having to prop her up a little bit. Speaking of, Battle of the Blinds here. And they did bump it up. We're playing for 3X here, and it's 10-6 versus 9-4. Love to see it. Zach taking that one down. Bumps it up from the small blind. Full 3X. We see a flop. He takes it down. Rags on rags. Good chili.
Somebody's talking about how I'm having flashbacks about queens getting cracked by 10-6 suited. That exact, yeah, that happened to me blind versus blind the other day. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, blind versus blind. Hate it. Don't want to play it. I'm just folding all the hands from here on out.
Right? Well, we see Zach there make some hay, blind versus blind. Streamlabs ain't lying. Help us get to 150 likes. I know we can do it. 150 likes. Pretty please. Eric and Aaron are out tonight, so it's myself, RJ Dupree, hanging out with Haley. Special guest, special treat. Haley hanging out with us tonight.
Couple of sixes. Take it down.
Men click for the sixes. Take her down. There we go. Let us know who you're rooting for in the chat. Charlotte Powell saying, great to see my guy, Casey, in here. Woohoo. Go, Casey.
Casey's got a live rail and an online rail.
There we go. Well, he's kicking and scratching over there. Came in short, right at 10 big blinds. He's bumped up a bit. Now he's bumped back down, and he's in the big blind.
Yeah, he hasn't found a ton of spots, ton of opportunity for double up.
Yeah, the one main spot, he got to bump it up a little bit with King Jack and flop top 2 and found no customers.
Five guys. Yeah, that's my favorite.
I lived in California for 6 years. I hate in and out.
The only thing I like about in and out is I just always get your order right.
Yeah. But, like everything else, like good.
Hand number 17 of tonight's final table. We've had one elimination so far. Brad, our chip leader, going to open it up here. He's got an ace and a jack. Pookie with the suited ace-4 doesn't want to mess with it. That's in the muck.
Yeah.
But is it really fast?
That's why they didn't
It's like right on that. It's like right on that line. You know. Like it's a little faster than like an actual sit-down play.
Casey's like, ugh,
Yeah.
come on, man.
Yeah, when you get around that 10x mark and or 9, 8x, and you're in the big blind, you're like, this is it. Come on, baby. And then you'll look down, and you're like, that's not it.
That's one of the most fun sweats is when you're in the big blind and somebody's shoved in front of you, you're like, okay,
Right?
what do we have? Or when you're short and you're like, okay,
What was it?
can I shove or do I have to fold?
Adi in the chat. What's up, buddy? Saying hello.
Yeah.
It's good to hear from you as well. Matthew Price in the chat says, let's go, Casey. Brad, our chip leader.
Yeah, the deck is just glued to him right now, apparently. He's got all the chips, all the pairs, all the broadways. Facing no resistance.
All right, Brad going to raise it up, back-to-back hands. This time it's 45,000 to go with the pocket tens. We know Nick will get in there. He's on the button with the suited queen 9. He makes the call. That'll bring along Scoop with the deuces in the big blind. King 6, 7. Not a lot working for anyone here. Tens are still best. See, what sizing did we go with here? Brad bets 30,000.
I actually love that because you find out exactly what you need to. Like, they're going to raise you if they have it, and you're going to take it down most of the time.
And he does get a raise here. Nick's going to raise it up here. Playing back at the chip leader. 85,000 to go now. Brad, not quite a believer, makes the call. So this pot ballooning up a bit.
Ooh.
We now have 335,000. Duck, duck, deuce on the turn.
Scoop's like,
Why
"Dang it."
couldn't I see that
Yeah.
turn? Scoop lays deuces in the muck just in time to see that deuce come out on the turn. We go 3 of hearts here on the river. Tens have the check mark if we go to showdown. Nick knows he can't win it without betting. He does concede. He'll check. We'll go to showdown. Tens are good. So another pot there for Brad. As you mentioned earlier, the rich get richer. He's up to 1.45 million now. Anthony in our 2 seat picked up that big pot earlier, knocking out Lizard. He's over $1 million as well. Casey's made it to the button. He's got 130,000 getting through those blinds and antes. Blinds are up, by the way. 15,000, 30,000 now the level.
Folds to the shorty on the button, and he still can't find something to go with.
I'm hearing a ring from somewhere. It was driving me crazy. Yeah, another spot where you're begging to look down at something to go with.
Yeah, definitely not the Jack 4 offsuit or whatever it was. Yeah.
It's in the muck and off to the blinds we go. Scoop does call with that 9-5 of clubs, but Anthony in the big blind with suited ace deuce. Bump it up. Little flash of the ace there as it's in the muck. Yeah, now's a good time to mention Saturday, we're going to have a 5-year anniversary tournament special coming at you guys a week from today. $250 buy-in, $50,000 guarantee. We've mixed a couple of those in here in the last 6 months. We got another one coming up. A week from today, $250, big prize pool. So, guys, mark that on your calendar. Get ready to come out. A week from today. Haley, you going to be there?
Absolutely. I'm
Let's
putting in
go.
my calendar right now.
So that'll be a big one a week from today. $50K guarantee for only $250 right here at Texas Card House Dallas. Starts around 10 a.m.
Then the week after that is the even bigger one, isn't it?
I think so. It'll be time for the even bigger one before we know it, yeah. Casey is all in the cutoff. Looks down at ace-king. Definitely one you like looking
So
at.
finally see a hand, and he's going to find a call.
Yeah, Brad's in the big blind there with ace-8, so they're going to leave it up to him. He makes the call with his ace, but it is covered up. Casey's in a good spot here. We'll see if he can find the double up. All right, Casey's at risk. Off to the flop we go. 7, 9,
flop.
10. Open-ended for Brad and his ace-8. 4 of spades. No one holding a spade. 9 of hearts. That pairs the board. Ace-king is going to hold for Casey.
Always a sweat.
Well needed. Double up for the shorty. He's up to 305,000 now. Never easy. Yeah, the even bigger one will be here in 2 weeks. We've got the 50K next Saturday. Austin has Poker Atlas firing up within, the next 2 weeks there. So a lot of poker action, a lot of tournament action coming your way from Texas Card House, so be ready for it.
The first Russian accent, everybody's like, what?
Get on TexasCardHouse.com, see what fits your schedule, and come on out and stack some chippies.
So many options.
There we go. A couple shout-outs for Casey in the chat as he gets his first double up of the final table. Off to hand 21 we go. Nick With ace queen, he knows what to do with that. He'll open it up, take it down, no resistance. Yeah, Lego, a lot going on. We'll see at some of these tournaments coming up for sure.
Gonna be a tough decision. Should we go to Austin? Should we stay here? Should we try to do both? Do you see that
Right?
Harvey Castro?
Harvey, yeah, the story,
oh my gosh.
the legend that is
He
Harvey
said, I'm gonna
Castro.
play both, but I can't win both. I can win one though.
Made it to day 3 at a big tournament down in Austin, so he chose to play that. Went ahead and won it
Yeah.
while he had a stack going here at Texas Card House Dallas in the Trailblazer main.
Yeah, and he made the final 3 tables
Woo.
with the dead stack. It's crazy.
Fun little hand brewing for us here in hand 22. Casey bumped it up with his pocket 6s from the low jack. Now we get to the big blind where Zach has pocket 10s. 10s are worthy of a rip. He's going to take a shot at Casey. Casey running low on chips over there, so Zach chooses to just rip it. See if Casey's ready to get it in or not.
Kind of an annoying spot for Casey.
Right.
He just doubles up. He finally gets another pair, and then it's a good fold.
Good fold. Did not want to mess with the 6s. Yeah, Harvey finishing in the final 3 tables here with a dead stack. Now, his brother Zach told me I could play that stack for him, here at Texas Card House Dallas, and he could win both tournaments. So I appreciate the confidence, Zach. But so yeah, shout out to Harvey. He's doing amazing things out there. I think he could play a little. Under the gun with ace jack suited. Everyone's favorite spot.
This is one of those ones where you're like, you have to open it, but then you just get so annoyed when somebody raises.
Please don't mess with it. Please don't mess with it.
Not even a peep.
There we go. Nick's gotten a few of his opens through with no resistance. Everyone playing a little defensive here. Nick's finding spots to get through there. He's hanging out in the middle of the pack and in those chip stacks. 555,000. Blind level 15,000, 30,000 here. Dory says if we could swap stacks, she'd have Jim finish all the tourneys for her.
I would do the same thing with Jared.
Congratulations to Miss Haley and Jared
Thank you.
on the recent wedding. Shout out to you guys.
Yeah, unfortunately, I had to give 50% of my 10th place finish to him. So
Yeah, he brought it up, huh?
yeah, he was like, hand was open while I was at the cage. Where's my
Nice.
cut?
Half is half now, babe. Well done, Jared.
Brian B, Joseph Alexander, Ben, Akil E, JIA,
We only get 3 letters, so it's probably
and Brandon L. Brand new CLO Mustard, table 9, first Brian is at the page.
Just 5 letters. They changed it like 6 months ago, or maybe a month after they switched.
Yeah, Harris coming in here tonight to make this final table. You'll see him quite often at the LC25 tables.
But they didn't really advertise.
Been known to do some dealing around these parts as well. I think he is still officially one of our dealers at LC.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
He's one of those that probably plays more than he deals, but he's still around.
Yeah, there's a handful
Yeah.
of those for sure.
And as far as I know, he doesn't play a ton of tournaments, so it's fun to see Harris jumping in here today, splashing around the tournament streets and finding himself a final table appearance. Yeah, it seems like a lot of those professional cash players are starting to snoop around these tournament streets with these giant prize pools. We've had a bunch of them sneaking in once in a while here lately.
Yeah, I don't blame them. $1 million in prize pools every other month. Why not?
All right, Brad, the chip leader. He's got a couple of letters here in early position. Not our favorite letters, but he'll open it up. Queen Jack, 60,000 to go now. Some suited canooders for Zach, 9-10 of clubs. He's in there.
Got a double 9-10 suited in the mix.
Diamonds and clubs in play here. We'll go to a flop.
Might be one of the prettiest hands to look at. 9-10 suited.
Right. Does look sharp. And they both whiff here. We get a flop ace, 4, 6. Queen Jack not loving it either, but he's a chip leader. He'll definitely continue.
It's so nice when you're the chip leader and you just whiff and you bet.
Right.
They still just fold.
I don't have an ace, but I have to pretend. And looky there, nobody else does either. I'll take it down.
Added clubs.
Well, kind words in the chat here. Josh Sanders checking in, saying, "What's up, RJ? Met you at Las Colinas. First stream I've turned in on a minute. Just wanted to say it was great to meet you and you're a stand-up dude." I appreciate that, Josh. Always nice to see some kind words in the chat. Thanks for checking in. Where are you watching from tonight, Josh?
That's a familiar name. Eddie. Cheering for Jim. He's actually going by Pookie now, though, so
That's right.
Pookie or nothing.
Yep, Dory and Jim have adopted the nickname Pookie, so he's stuck with it forever. From here on out, all the trophies Pookie takes down, it's going to read Pookie. All right, Brad under the gun raises it up with ace queen. Anthony going to defend here from the big blind with 8-4 of clubs. Eight, 4, picking up some outs here. Got a gut shot. And the pairs are live. Brad will bet here on the turn, 75,000 now. And lets it go. Brad's going to take down another one, building on that chip lead. He's up to 1.54 now, 1.54 million for the chip leader. Everyone's sticking and moving cautiously thus far. I feel like we need two, maybe three more players to get out here before they can turn it up.
Yeah, it's a tough spot if you're Scoop, Nick, or Harris with the stack that you have, because you're just kind of waiting for the shorty.
Everyone waiting on Casey to either triple up or be eliminated.
Second call for Bryant B, Adele B, and Raymond M for 1-2 kilo.
75.
Lego says, warning. That's it. Here on out, we're calling him Pookie. Even in the poker room.
Somebody get that stitched on a hat.
Right? And here we go. We're 8-handed here, so there's a look at those payouts. Locked up a prize of $1,380. Well, this next pay jump seems kind of small here for the $360 buy-in, but then it starts getting a little more serious once we get into that top 5 area. So that's why they're hanging on right now. Got to get through these next 3 spots before we can crank it up. Yeah, nobody's been able to crank it up and apply a ton of pressure here yet. Brad's been able to take down anything he's moved at. And here he is again with another pretty nice hand. Anthony raises it up here from the button with his pocket 9s. Brad in the small blind, chip leader, ace jack of diamonds.
Just such a slam dunk 3-bet spot. So awkward for Anthony, who has a lot of chips, but really want to tangle with the big stack.
So here we go. Anthony's not afraid to get in there. He wants to see a flop. 5-5-10 the flop. Brad, the 3-better, gets to bet first. 75,000 here into Anthony. Not going anywhere for that price. 9s will stick around. 8 of diamonds here. Board staying nice and small, pretty friendly for the 9s. Of course, you're a little timid facing the chip leading 3-better. All right, we're going to go check, check. And Anthony's going to find a nice pot here, $275,000 in profit for him. And that'll put him up to $1.33 million, and he'll actually take the chip lead from Brad. Brad falls to $1.27 million, so they both still have plenty of chips over there in the penthouse. Casey's still our shorty at $170,000. So have you got to do any fun traveling lately? I know you've, seems like you've actually got to stay in one spot here for a hot minute, but.
Yeah, traveling to my couch.
And enjoying that, right?
Yeah. It's nice to be in one place for a little while.
Yeah, this is the Haley that in any poker room across the country, you may know her, might have seen her taking some pictures for some of the poker tours throughout the country.
Yes.
It is fun when you do get to do a little bit of traveling and see how small of a world poker can be sometimes.
It definitely is.
Go to North Carolina to work an event and see your friends walk in. You're like, hey, guys, what's up? I know you. Hand 30, ace 10, easy to defend from the big blind for Zach. We'll go to a flop. Nick opened things up here. Early position with king, queen. Get the old jack 8-5 flop.
Does this place let you travel? You ever go and play circuits or anything?
Once in a great while, I'll get out. It's been a hot minute since I've really got to. Of course, I'll hit some of the Oklahoma circuits for sure. But as far as traveling somewhere fun to play poker, it's been a hot minute.
Had some friends try to convince us to go to Tahoe next week.
Uh-huh.
Circuit starting up there. Has to be one of the more beautiful places.
Oh, man.
Like,
It's definitely on my list eventually. even if I just go there to hang out. All right, Nick let it out on the flop. Zach makes the call. See a turn. We go check, check. Ace on the river. That's going to give Zach the check mark. Ace 10 finally lands here. And he'll feel much better about his holdings now.
Kind of unfortunate spot for Nick, because I feel like if he bets the turn, then he just takes it down.
Right? So hard to fire that turn bullet sometimes.
Easy to say that when you can see the cards too, though.
All right, Zach will lead out here on the river. No resistance. He takes that down. So he's found a few fortunate holdings come through for him, and he's up to 1.1 million now. Nick, that pot was a little rough on him. He drops down to 375,000 now, so he'll be approaching the 12 blind mark very quickly, and he's under the gun now. King 9 off here for Casey, and he's going to rip it.
In the middle.
Going to try to find a spot to get this through. It's pretty raggy around the rail over to the big
Ooh,
blind, and
right
Harris
into
has
jacks.
jacks. He almost made it. Jacks will get his chippies in there. So now we've got two of the shorties. Casey officially going to be the one at risk.
Fernando, your food is at the front podium. We need your pen.
That's the exact sweat I'm talking about. Short stack, shove your big blind. You're like,
Yeah.
What's the other one? Yes.
And you can see Harris had some energy with that snap call. He got his chips out there. All right. We're off to the flop. Queen 7-10. Little gutter ball here for Casey. And he beats a king here on the turn. He'll take a massive lead. Open-ended for the jacks. 5 of spades on the river. No help. King 9's going to land for Casey. And that's a big double up for him. And that will leave our man Harris awful short there in the 6th seat. So they will swap stacks basically.
It's just been the short stacks exchanging chips with one another down there.
Yep, now all 3 of them sitting next to each other in the 6, 7, and 9 seats. Button in the 5 right now, so we could see some action here coming up. Yeah, table getting a little lopsided here as chips are moving to the left. Well, shorties just pick on each other.
It's like a seesaw.
All right, that same King 9 offsuit. This time Brad is holding it. He'll raise it up, 60,000 to go. Trying to sneak that in on the shorties, even though you're across the table. Always fun to try to work that maneuver. Sometimes I'll do that one just for funsies, I think. Try to pick on the shorties and the blinds, even though I'm like 4 positions away, and just for the sweat. And it usually gets me busted by doing something dumb, but it's fun. And Brad gets that one through, found a spot to work it successfully. All right, Jamie Owens in the chat rooting on Brad. Eric Anderson in the chat rooting on Pookie.
Pookie is a fan favorite.
That's right. Pookie and Casey leading the leaders in the clubhouse here in the chat so far tonight. Scoop's got Big Slick, 70,000 to go. He'll bump it up. The button has a pair of 7s. That's Harris. He's going to rip it. He's all in there. So Harris is all in for 260,000. Scoop will make the call, so that'll put Harris at risk here. We will go to a flop. All right. Harris looking for that double up. He's in there with pocket sevens. Takes a sip of the Dr. Pepper. Off to the flop we go. Jack deuce 3. No help for Big Slick. 3 of diamonds pairs the board. Only an ace or king could change it here. 5 of hearts. No change. Sevens are going to hold here for Harris. Big double up again for another one of our shorties.
Yeah. Flip-flopping again.
So Harris takes the hit there. Doubles up Casey and then finds his own double up. So the shorties are kicking and scratching here. That's going to move Harris up to the middle of the pack, 595,000 now. So that'll give him a little breathing room over some of his other shorties there to his left. Scoop now, that was a devastating pot for him, is now he is down to 315,000.
And he's in the big blind.
And in the big blind now. Ronnie Boy in the chat asking, is this live? Well, it's
kind of
pretty live. We are on a 15-minute delay to protect the ethics of the game, of course. But I am watching it live with you guys. Live-ish with you guys as we do the commentating. I'm RJ Dupree here in the booth alongside Haley. Oh, I don't want to say it because I'll just mess it up.
Ocho, you can say Ocho.
Ocho, there you go. Haley Ocho in the chat or in the booth with me tonight. We're having a good time hanging out with you guys. Thank you to Miss Haley for hanging out with us
Ochos,
tonight.
do they just hit the muck there?
Ocho's in the muck.
Ocho's in the muck.
Ay, ay, ay. I didn't get to see what seat that was. I did see it happen. Did you see what seat?
No, I saw it and then it was gone.
Yeah, somewhere over there. 6, 7, 9 area. I didn't want to mess with the Ochos.
I think it was a raise and a 3-bet before it got to the 8s. And they had to fold.
Zach finds a spot there to 3-bet. Get those Ochos out of there, and he'll take it down happily. 1.2 million for him now.
Ace King suited for Mr. Brad.
Brad's had some fun holdings tonight. Went all the way up to 1.5 million, then he took a little turbulence. Now he's looking at Big Slick again with 1.2 million in stack. Bumps it up, takes it down. No resistance. Right on time for his big blind. So Scoop now has fallen to the basement here. He's officially our new shorty at 240,000. Blinds are 15,000, 30,000 here for just a little while longer. Ace King hanging out under the gun.
Ace King is going around.
Under the gun again, this time for Pookie.
Oh, Ace Queen in
Harris does not want to mess with Ace Queen. Seen a few players throw away Ace Queen.
The throwaway hand of the day, apparently.
I do not want to go to the parking lot with the parking lot hand while these shorties are hanging out. Brad will hang around with that Jack 8 of clubs. We get a flop, Queen 6-10, 2 spades.
Pretty good spot to peel here for Brad. Got her in a backdoor flush draw. Gonna keep firing and take it down.
Nice pot there for Pookie. Somebody's saying it must be cold out there with all the hoodies. It's cold in here. It's cold in the booth
it's
tonight.
really cold in here.
I felt a little weird grabbing my hoodie tonight because sometimes it can be cold in this booth for sure. And when I walked in the booth, I was like, I am glad I have my hoodie, and it is keeping me nice and warm. Special thanks to our friends at Luck Box Threads for giving me this hoodie to keep me nice and warm in this refrigerated room tonight. Casey finding one to move with. He's got pocket kings.
Absolutely.
So Casey has ripped it with the kings. We're over to the big blind where Pookie has king jack.
Take it down.
King jack doesn't want to mess with it. King's going to get it through. Jacob does have the heater over there if you get too cold. I'm wearing golf shorts and my Luck Box Threads hoodie, so I'm staying okay. But if I get any more goosebumps on these little scrawny shin bones, I may have to go with the heater.
So your food is in front podium.
Right? Finodia mentioning that you always carry a hoodie. That's how you know you're a poker player. If you've got a hoodie in the car or the truck in the middle of July,
True.
You're a poker player. Or you have like a degen slot issue, which sometimes happens. Not for me, but do you?
Have a degen slot issue?
Yeah.
Oh, we're not going to go into that.
Yeah, you looked at me like I struck a nerve. Oh my goodness.
East King is going around again.
Back to Big
He's
Slick.
going to change the subject.
That a girl.
No, I like slots.
Oh dear.
That's why I live in Texas.
I went through a phase. I'm glad it didn't last very long, but I did have my phase. Anthony raised it up with Big Slick, 80,000 to go.
Gonna
Zach.
see a flop.
Zach puts a stack of chips out there. All right, open-ended for Zach. Stack of those white chips was indeed 80,000. Those white chips, get a good look at them right there, 5,000 each.
Might find a lead here with the open ender.
Yeah, I definitely feel it. He is reaching. Yep, check on the flop. Open the door there for Zach. Open-ended, takes it down.
Ace king. Put out the worst board you could possibly get. Yeah.
All right, blinds are up. 20,000, 40,000 now, the level.
We are getting expensive.
So that will definitely be a little bit taxing here on our shorties. One of them on the move right now. Nick's under King Jack of Diamonds. He's going to ship it. He's in there, all in for 300,000. Pookie didn't want to mess with the ace-9 on the button. And King Jack's going to get it through, 100,000 in profit. Now has 400,000 in his stack, the good old-fashioned quarter up.
Yeah, if you can get a shove through at this point, you're picking up quite a bit of chips.
20,000, 40,000 with the 40,000 big blind ante. 100,000 in there before we even start anything. And you can see our shorties, 100,000 in chips is a big deal to half the field right now. Brad, Anthony, and Zach all over $1 million. All in here from Scoop. He's going to rip it. 240,000 in his stack, trying to find a spot to get one through for himself. He's got a queen and an 8. Pookie. Jacks.
What a beautiful time to see 2 jacks.
Pookie asked for a count here. He will at least be calling. And
In the reshove.
he does choose to bump it up. And these two seem like they've played at each other a couple times here at the final table just due to some holdings. And here they are again. Scoop trying to get one through. Pookie's got jacks, so Scoop all in and at risk. He's going to need to land a queen or something more heavily here to survive. 6 to 7. It's all spades. Queen of spades live for Scoop. Jack. That's a set for Pookie. Takes away 10 of diamonds. No help for queen 8. Pookie will land the set and get the knockout. Scoop's going to be eliminated tonight in 8th place.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of that set taking away some outs, but I don't think it officially did, which is kind of weird. But our man Scoop, the abundance of final tables he's been at, he will finish tonight in 8th place, $1,380. Nice prize for his efforts today. Just like that, we're down to 7 players. All right. Casey been hanging on over there in the 9 seat. He's been short all night. He's now found 2 ladder ups. We got 7 left.
Got an all in and a call.
All right, we're doing it.
2 shorties, 9-7 of clubs versus the ace queen.
We mentioned earlier, battle of the blinds, and here we are getting to see one.
Casey barely covers.
All right, so Casey covering Nick here. Battle of the shorties. Could this hand be worth some real money? Ace 5-3, ace queen landing here for Casey.
A little bit of a sweat on the turn.
Picking up a gut shot out, no help. That's a 7, just a pair for Nick. Casey's going to take it down. And Casey coming into the final table with our short stack, now finding himself eliminating another player for some real cash money.
It's a sick little spin up there for Casey.
All right, our man Nick goes out in 7th place, $1,555, his prize. So now we're down to 6 players, $1,795 locked up. After this one, we can start talking some real money ladder ups. $1,500, nothing to sweat at there for Mr. Nick. Nice job. Our man Casey hanging around, chipping up. Harris going to find a spot to rip it. Suited ace on the button. No resistance. Good game for Nick. How about, did I say Nick? I feel like I might have said something else.
No? Like,
Nick does make a lot of final tables here at Texas Card House Dallas. We'll definitely see him again. GG's for real. Harris gets that one through, but he's still our shorty at $595,000. 100,000 in there, blinds and antes before we even start.
another shove spot, except for this time he's going to run into the ace in the king.
May find some resistance this time. Harris rips it with the suited king queen. Big Slick sitting right behind him.
You only need to find a queen to stay alive. Casey
right.
with the opportunity to be one of the chip leaders now if he wins
Right.
this spot.
KC trying to eliminate back-to-back players here. Massive spin up for him if he could pull it off. Harris at risk. Queen, 3,
Wow.
4. Harris lands the queen.
And the king.
King on the turn. 2 pair here for Harris. Only an ace can change it. That's not an ace. Jack of hearts. So king, queen will double up here, outlasting the ace, king. Big double up here for Harris.
Yeah. Just a huge frustrating spot. Easy to spin the stack up, find the goods, and
then gets whamboozled.
yeah.
The whamboozle helps Harris out a bunch. He's up to 1.3 million, and that leaves Casey back on life support. 115,000 now remains in his chip stack. Casey still feeling good. Good sportsmanship with the fist bump. Haley and I would kick over the cart table.
I don't know if you would. I definitely would.
Okay, yeah.
Casey finds ace king again.
Back-to-back big slicks.
Now he's like, man, I don't even want ace king.
Right.
It's like Brad is contemplating a call here from the small blind. Might be one of those, one of those unspoken.
Yeah, where you're trying to invite the big blind in as well.
Well, it didn't work.
Didn't work.
We're heads up.
More heads up. Pookie got out of there with the 10-8, I believe. Or was it 6-8?
6-8.
All right, Casey's at risk. He's got the majority of equity here.
A 4 in the window.
8, 9, 4, all spades. 10-4 lands for Brad.
Come on, dude.
Jack of spades.
No
Got
players are cheering for a chop.
opportunity could hit here. Ace of diamonds.
Ooh, ace.
So that's even better deal for Casey as 10-4 will suck out on him, and he's going to re-suck out on the river, and he gets to hang around. 310,000 now in his stack. All right, Casey will not go away.
No, he's somebody might need to go buy some raid.
310,000 for Casey. Back up to that 10 blind area. So he's already spun it up once at the final table. We'll see if he can pull it off again. Harris going to open things up here in hand 46 with pocket nines. Holds around to the big blind. That's Zach. He's got 9 deuce. The old Montana banana, but it's suited. We'll see a flop. He jumps in there, and we have 220,000 in this pot now. Jack, 5. It's tough to grow bananas in Montana, and the 9 deuce has missed.
No. That's pretty good, though. I had one of your nines.
Harris gets the truck starter to win a pot. Well done.
I had one of your nines and another.
Do you have a name for every hand in the deck?
I think so. Just that one for sure. We've got a lot of them covered. You sit
I
in,
know you guys do.
Yeah, we sit in this room with padded walls and go crazy, and we come up with names. It's fun.
Should
Pocket
just
nines.
write them down and have a list next to the.
Back in my tournament extraordinaire days, pocket nines were awful rough on me. I get down to 14, 15 blinds and look at 1-9, and I'm like, oh, hell, here comes
Don't
the
give me
other
another
one.
one.
There's the other one.
The hand of ace, king, queen.
They started the truck every time I saw them.
Mono, not ours.
Pookie
Kings.
finding some kings.
We don't have a nickname for kings. They're just kings.
Cowboys.
Maybe some cowboys. Kings and a button. Pookie knows what to do with that. 85,000 to go now. That's a min raise and a tickle. He'll take it down.
It's possible. I gave a guy a walk earlier. He had like 4 bigs. I had 3 to solve. Yeah, that guy.
John helping me out in the chat with that riddle I had earlier. I knew there was one. Thank you. It's always fun to try to think of those riddles as you're going in super fast time. And sometimes Eric and I will screw it up.
They're going around.
Truck starters out again, this time for Brad.
He's gonna get into a tangle.
We got a pickle-ickle-ickle here. Brad's going to raise it up, pocket nines. Pookie's got red kings this time.
Both suits covered.
Pookie will 3-bet here to 225,000. So both these players starting the hand similar in stacks.
Brad
Kind
puts
of
in the call kind of quickly.
in the middle of the pack here in stacks. Off to the flop we go. Queen 8-6, 2 clubs. Love seeing that queen high flop when you have pocket kings.
I don't know if nines are ready to give up yet.
Pookie bets 200,000 into 550. Brad's got that look on his face like he's concerned, but he does have pocket nines.
I played at the World Series this year in the Gladiator. The average stack all of day 2, like all the way to the final table, was under 20 minutes. It was like 12 minutes. Because it's a $300 turbo with like 26,000 people in it. I sat on 10 bigs for 2 days.
Cutting out calling chips.
There you go. He does make the call. Let's do it.
Pretty big pot.
5 of hearts, picking up a gut shot here for the pocket nines. Brad can now hit a 9 or a 7. Pookie having none of it. He's going to bet a bunch here on the turn, and that will do it. He takes it down. Brad had that look on the flop like, I believe you, but I'm going to make the call. And then on the turn, when a lot more chips went in there, he said, I knew it. I'm out of here. Nice pot there for Pookie. He's up to 1.5 million, and he is now our chip leader for the first time here at this final table.
Everybody's taking turns being the short stack. Everybody's taking turns being
Right.
the chip leader.
So no one really getting crazy and aggressive, but at least we are moving around in chip stacks, right?
Pookie is getting run over by the deck.
Jacks this
Jacks
time.
again.
Yep. Jack's a big hand for Pookie earlier when he knocked out Scoop. This time, second to act. He finds Jacks again, bumps it up, 85,000 to go. Anthony says, I'm tired of you getting all the hands. I'm going to 3-bet. King, queen suited for Anthony in the big blind, worthy of a 3-bet to the tune of 250,000. Pookie makes the call. So another $500,000 in this pot, and we'll go to a flop. 10-3-4, 2 spades.
Just a beautiful flop for Jacks.
Yeah, he got a queen high flop with kings. Here he's getting a 10 high flop with his jacks. Got to feel good to catch some final table run good. Anthony leads out here. Small continuation bet, 175. Pookie having none of it. Reaches for more.
He says, we're going to play for all of it. Or almost all of it.
Says, I can't say no to a 10-high flop with these bad boys. We're going to bump it up. Pookie picks up another $485,000 in profit. So he'll be pushing $2 million now, right? Yeah, $1.99 million for Pookie. And a nice controlling chip lead here with 6 players remaining. Yeah, Chad May's asking about those payouts. We haven't looked at them in a hot minute, so I'll pull those up for you real quick. We're down to 6 players. There's our payout, $17.95 locked up. One more small pay jump before it starts ticking up a bit. Playing for that top prize, $12,240.
It's a lot of Taco Bell tacos.
Man, I could use some Taco Bell. I hear an all in. That's from Brad. He's got Big Slick. Picking on that small blind that tried to come in there.
I'm over here getting jiggy with the king queen. I forgot my concept.
Somebody mentioning that they're over there getting jigged with king queen. We all know that feeling all too well.
Happens to the best of us.
JFK for bump putt. Ben for bump putt. You want bump putt?
Dory's getting fired up at the house for Pookie, scaring the dog. King 6-9, King 8 lands top pair here for Brad.
2 losses in a row.
Battle of the blind, small blind lands. He'll hit something, say something,
They always play down to their competition.
take it down. Maybe if I could give any blind on blind advice, that might be it. Hit something, say something, after the flop at least. How you handle your pre-flops. Probably a lot of different ways to do that. Hit something, say something. Unless, of course, it's a monster and you think you can bust somebody, then by all means, trap them. Casey, under the gun, rips it. All in with ace-7 of clubs.
Any customers?
Zach in the big blind here. Casey's all in for $210,000. Blinds 20,000, 40,000.
5 big blinds. In the big blind.
5 big blinds to call for Zach. He's got a 2-gapper. 3-6 of diamonds. He does make the call. He's going to go for it. Casey officially at risk. Ace-7 of clubs taking on the 2-gapper from Zach. 6-3 of diamonds. 7, 4, 8. Spicy flop here. Pair of 7s for ace-7. And the 5 on the turn. Zach's got a big old straight. And that is how our man Casey will be eliminated. Couldn't dodge the 6-3 of the big blind. Zach runs out the straight. And our man Casey is out. Casey, sweet run in today's tournament. Outlasting about 140 entries. Well done, my friend. Sweet job here at this final table, chipping up and hanging on.
Yeah, he really put in a fight. Coming in short stack, making ladders, chipping up, chipping down, chipping up, chipping down.
Made about $600 live real money here at the final table. Finds himself in 6th place, $17.95. Well done, Casey. GG. And now we're down to 5 players locked up. 2,145.
And there was fun.
What's the over-under on how many hands for the final table? Finoti asking that in the chat. Sometimes we like to guess. What hand will we get heads up?
You're a winner, sir.
Looking at hand 54 currently.
91.
Five-handed. But our blinds are pretty taxing here. We lose one or two more players, it might level out again just a bit. What'd you roll with?
91.
91, okay. 91, a fair guesstimate from the Haley O. Special thank you and shout out to Haley O for joining me tonight. Aaron and Eric ran off and left me for tonight, so I bring in Miss Haley. Mrs. Haley.
That's weird. Somebody says over on 91.
Taking the over on 91. He wants us to be here all night. But he was the one that mentioned the over-under on how many hands there would be for the final table. So actually two different questions. Haley says 91 will be at heads up. Yeah, I may take the over by just a bit too. And then, gosh, Tuesday night stream, the final table of the Trailblazer main event.
Oh, that one was long.
They start with 60,000 in chips, and that is a very friendly blind level tournament. That's a $1,200 buy-in, so those folks played it out for quite a while till about 3 in the morning.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, shout out once again to Yum Yum for taking it down, the Trailblazer main event champion this year. All right. Harris raised it up here from the button. Just min-clicked it, 80,000 from the button. Anthony says, I will pick on that button raise. I'm ripping it. King 8's ripped it, 585,000. Anthony's going to get that through. The button's out of there. Well done. Yeah, that was a long night. I forget what hand number they got to, but it was a bunch. A couple hundred and change, I think. And it was funny, I listened to Aaron and Eric doing the broadcast that night as they were kind enough to give me the day off. And that final table had some quick elimination, so they got down to like 4 or 5 players rather quickly, and they're like, oh, baby, you know, we're gonna go out on the town tonight. We're getting done with this early. I was like,
They were three-handed for so long.
dream on, guys. Y'all are stuck, buddy. I'm going to bed.
Brad's opening up. Small blind versus big blind.
Yeah, King 8 suited here for Brad, worthy of an open. Usually that's a better hand than what's sitting behind you, but not this time. Pookie's got a suited ace-6. Both players landing a pair here. Brad, a little careful here. Does check his king, and Pookie bets 75,000. Jack of diamonds on the turn. Pookie says, I still have my ace, so I'm going to bet it again, 125,000 this time.
Another big pot going in the direction of Pookie.
Right? And yeah, these pots ain't no skinny rabbits right now. 610,000 in that one here. You can see what that does to our stacks here.
25, 50, 50.
Anthony and Brad, not a lot of wiggle room here.
MKE for no limit.
Yeah, Venoti, did you hang in there for the entire tournament Tuesday night? Long enough to get in trouble with the wifey, so surely you made it to the end, right? All right, blind on blind again. Pookie in the small blind this time. He's got a pocket pair of 5s. Zach's got an ace. So we're seeing some action here from the blinds. All right, ace-7 makes the call. We'll see a flop. Ace-6-9, the ace again landing here from the big blind.
There's 125.
Pookie will continue, 125,000 to bet. Pocket 5s, hates to see a caller there. Does take a peek, see if he has the diamond. He does.
There's 250.
6 of spades here. Pairs the board. Perhaps making it look a bit suspicious, but Pookie does not want to mess with it, rightfully so. Zach landed his ace, and we'll take it down. Five-handed here tonight in the big one. The greatest weekly tournament in all the land, $360 buy-in. We are down to our final 5. 146 entries today. That's good enough for a prize pool of $43,800. And don't forget, coming up Saturday for a $250 buy-in, you can play in a tournament right here, Texas Card House Dallas, a week from today, $250 buy-in. That will be a $50,000 guarantee. So you're looking at a prize pool better than the one today for just a $250 buy-in. A little bit of action here. Five-handed, Anthony under the gun. And, of course, as the table shrinks, your under the gun position actually gets a little better.
Pairs start to look a little bit stronger.
Pairs look a little stronger, and Zach's got one. He's got 4s. Harris will come along from the big blind with connectors. And hello, 4s. 10-4 deuce to flop. That's middle set for Zach. And
we're going to see some fireworks here.
Top here for Anthony, so this could get spicy. Anthony raised it up with ace-10, lands a 10-high flop here, and
that's pretty big, too.
He's in trouble.
10-4 deuce flop.
Yeah, 400, what was that? 380 in the pot here, and bet Anthony goes with the sizing of 150,000. Zach will make the call, and hello,
no
turn.
getting away from this.
A naughty turn here, the ace of clubs. That's going to give Anthony top 2, and it such a big turn. We go check, check. And now we can see how long it takes to get it in here. 8 of hearts on the river. Zach does check.
Sneaky checking the turn and the river. I think Anthony just has to jam here.
Anthony did peek up there on that check. Bets 300,000 here with top 2. Zach thinks a moment, does rip it. He's all in. Anthony doesn't think about it at all. He makes the
Yeah.
call, and just like that, Anthony bamboozled. A set of fours will eliminate Anthony.
Playing with you guys. Yeah, you too.
Our man, Anthony, we've seen him at quite a bit of final tables. He plays in a lot of these Texas Card House Dallas tournaments, even over at Las Colinas. One of our faves. Great run here today. He'll finish in 5th place. 5th place for Anthony. Good enough for $2,145.
Pay jump's getting a little sweeter.
Yeah, there we go. Now we got a $600 pay jump. 4th place locks up a prize of $2,760. And look at that pay jump after that. We're talking $1,800. GG, Anthony. GG. One of my faves to visit with when I'm dealing at Las Colinas. He likes poker and he likes baseball, so we can hang out. Our man Scoop in the chat reminding us that there was a misread. He didn't fold ace queen.
We have an all-in and a call with Jack 9 high and a pair of 7s.
Here we go. Some spicy action here. Brad's ripped it with the Jack 9 high. Gets called by Zach and his queen 7, landing a 7 high. And on the turn. Our turn's not messing around today. Brad needs to find a Jack or a 9, finds the 9, and he will survive. So Zach, coming off the massive pot to eliminate Anthony, will double up Brad here. And Zach will still be our chip leader, $2.16 million in the stack for Zach still. Brad, our shorty, but he's climbed up to 775 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scoop, we mentioned that the ace-queen against the jacks, you knew it was a tight range and still had 22 bigs. Yeah, we didn't think you were totally crazy on that one. Haley and I might have been crazier and just ripped it, so.
That's why I got 10th and not further. So I just lean on the aggressive side all the time, though.
Man, it's been a hot minute since I've got to play in just even some daily regular tournaments. I need to
The Thursday one is so awesome.
scrape the rust off. I used to get to play in the Thursday one, but my new work schedule has eliminated the Thursday one.
Really?
Yeah. Now I'm working Thursday nights. And, yeah, I love that Thursday night. I think I might have seen you at a couple final tables. I know I don't know that you and I got to splash around together per se, but we did see each other a few times.
Ace King making the rounds. No takers.
If I remember correctly, I finished 7th or 8th in one of those not long ago, and I think I recklessly ripped with ace-jack, trying to get a small pair out of there. And pocket 8s, we both had a ton of chips. It was very reckless, ICM jam. But he tanked, and he called. Anyway.
Do you know what they say about ICM?
It's for poor people.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was ripping. I was trying to win that thing. I wanted those 8s out of there. I wanted to take on a shorty with my ace-jack. Didn't work out that way.
The 10-7 versus the 10-7.
Here we go.
Who can play their 10-7 better than the other?
$10-7, good. Harris in position, able to take down the battle of the 10-7. Kiwi special in the chat from New Zealand. What's up, Kiwi? I saw Tink earlier, by the way. I don't think I said hello to a Tink. So, a Tink, our very good friend of the show, all the way in Turkey. I apologize and hello. Special shout out to our friends from afar, Kiwi and a Tink. Fun little hand, a Bruin here. Pookie in the cutoff with pocket eights. Raises two.
We got a sneaky little call on the button from Zach with aces.
Yeah, Pookie raises two, 110,000, what I'm trying to say. Zach just with the flat on the button with aces. Now we're heads up to the flop. Jack 10-7. Pookie and his eights land a gut shot here on the flop. And of course he's facing a flat call behind him here from Zach. So Pookie definitely will continue. 125,000 to bet. Zach calls. 4 of diamonds.
Pretty safe turn card for the aces.
Pookie reaching with confidence here. $175,000 to bet. 1.5 million behind here for Pookie. Zach has him covered.
450.
Raise incoming to 400.
400,000. Zach said, I've had enough of this slow playing. Let's bump it up. There's enough in this pot now. And now it's getting real juicy. Taps the table there. Pookie throws the eights in the muck. Nice hand there for Zach. 2.67 million now in his stack. Blinds 25,000, 50,000. Brad rocking about 8 blinds over there. Is that what that is?
A little bit more.
13. Final answer. You're so gracious when I do that. Eric would let me have it.
No, you are wrong. Don't even think about being wrong ever again. I'm just a girl of few words. Eric has more words than me.
Yeah, but they're very simple. Simple words. Just like me. Tisk, tisk. Zach showing off his hand. Lego saying, don't show the hands. Playing for real money out here.
Raise it up.
Yep. That small blind sneaking in there. And once again, our big blind wakes up with an ace. Bumps it up, takes it down. Zach on the climb, 2.7 million. He's locked in. You can see he's focused and staying on posture. And it's funny how that has a little something to do with these tournaments sometimes.
Yeah, I'm glad that he's putting my chips to use. He's the one that busted me.
He's the one that got you, huh?
Yep.
So there we go. You're also that's filling in for Eric very nicely because usually when he's in here, he finds where his chips went as well. Shout out to my man Eric Van Loosen out there running around tonight. Don't forget, we've mentioned it a couple times. Coming up a week from today, a $50,000 guarantee right here at Texas Card House Dallas. That's going to be a $250 buy-in anniversary celebration. Texas Card House. A $50K guarantee for only $250. That's a week from today, starting at 10 a.m. Don't miss it.
Anniversary of life.
Anniversary of Texas Card House Life. I believe it's number 5. If my concussed brain treats me right, I think it's year 5.
For this property? It's only been 5 years? Wow.
I think so. And I remember the 4th birthday last year when they had all the balloons. Were you here for that? All the 4 balloons were running around everywhere. So maybe we'll have some 5 balloons helping us out this year to let us know what year it is. Ace 3-5 the flop here. Montana Banana for Brad, 9 deuce. Gut shot equity. Zach does not want to land 2 pair. Ace 4 checks the flop. Check again here from Brad on the turn. Not a whole lot working for 9 deuce. Zach will bet the turn and take it down. Off to hand number 70. Tonight's final table. This is the big one coming at you from Texas Card House Dallas. Back to our greatest weekly tournament in all the land. We've missed this one in the last few weeks as we've been running some events here with the Poker Atlas and the Trailblazer. And, of course, reminder that Poker Atlas is coming to Austin location very, very soon. That'll fire up here in just about a week and a half. Hand 70 firing up here at the final table. Zach raised it up with the Queen Jack. Harris going to rip it. He's all in on the button with pocket 6s.
Asking for a count. Deciding if we want to call with Broadways.
Queen Jack. It is 2 letters, but it's not our favorite letters, so it's in the muck. Zach decides to go against it. Harris will pick up $235,000 in profit. He's over $1 million now. Blinds are 25,000, 50,000, so $1 million doesn't go as far as it used to.
Inflation.
Inflation will get you. Well, I tell you what, my hundreds doesn't go as far as it used to either.
Man, that's the truth. $100 is the new $20.
True that. Brad's hanging around. Had the chip lead for a little while tonight. He's our shorty here, 4-handed. Haley mentioned earlier that we've had several different chip leaders tonight. We've had several different short stacks. So it's been kind of a fun run to get here as we're 4-handed. 9-3, going to land middle pair here from the big blind. Hit something, say something. Let's go to the next one.
I used to come home from college on the weekends. My dad would slip me a 20 to put in my gas tank.
Right.
And it would get me all the way from their house to school 3
Yeah.
hours away. And it would last me the rest of the week, too. That doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah, I miss those days. How Lego says we can hear the hand-for-hand explanation in the background. Yeah, the $175 deeper stack. A fantastic Saturday evening tournament we have here at Texas Card House Dallas. Pookie on the button, getting in there with that Queen 10 suited. Harris Ace 9 in the big blind. Yeah, the $175 deeper stack today. 124 entries. 5K up top for a lonely old Saturday night tournament. You can turn 175 bucks into 5K. And yes, we're hearing the hand-for-hand explanation. And I believe they are still on the bubble out there, hand for hand. Looked like they were on a break as well, though, so I couldn't tell.
Open up the button with some more Broadways.
Queen 10 on the button. Back-to-back hands here. This time for Zach. All right, Brad's a shorty. He's getting it in there. 7-9 offsuit. Going to rip it from that big blind spot.
He said, hell yeah, I dare you to call me.
Seen Brad making a lot of deep runs here at some of these Texas Card House tournaments. His game getting stronger and more consistent as he's keeps making runs.
Zach's a little bit frustrated getting shoved on 2 out of 3 hands with offsuit Broadway cards.
Yeah. Queen Jack had to go in the muck. Now Queen 10 in the muck. Always frustrating when that happens, but
you still have to open those hands.
Still have to open them. And frustrating to get away from, but capable of getting away from, and you still have the chip lead. So it may feel like there's a little bit of turbulence there, but ultimately, well played. Smitty's saying Pookie is his horse. Who's going to take it down, folks? Let us know. I think we have a break coming up here at the end of this level. 25,000, 50,000 the level. Dory says she has 100% of Pookie tonight. There you go. That's what you got.
Pretty good deal.
That's what you have to look forward to, Haley. Hit that big one last week. Your newlywed husband said half of it's mine. It's going to move up apparently. 100%. Shout out to my Oklahoma Jared out there. What's up, buddy? I hear you can help me with this bad golf swing I have, so we'll have to get out there one day and lose some golf balls soon.
I'm sure he would be happy to do that.
Pookie's got a full house here as the board runs out. Jack, Jack. Bunch of jacks out there. Pookie takes it down.
Not even beating your bluffs.
There's a look at those chip counts. Four-handed here. Brad hanging around. He's got the button here. He's our shorty at 675. Zach and Pookie comfortably holding on to the big stacks.
Brad has proven that he is not afraid to put the chips in the middle.
There you go. He's kicking and scratching over there. Jack 9 on the button. Raise it up. 120,000 to go. Rags in the blinds. He'll take it down. Well done. There you go. There's a fun game for you. Dory mentioning that the husband and wife tournament crushers, they like to play Hendon Mob Leapfrog.
I would love to do that with Jared, but the problem is his headed mom is like easily 10 times mine.
So you got some catching up to do, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be pretty crazy if they were running like close and actually did leapfrog all the time.
Table 9, send. J-Dog for no limit.
I did tell him that I wanted to try to pass him eventually. But
There you
in
go.
order to do that, I'd probably have to win.
Bink
I
something.
don't know.
Bink something pretty
Yeah.
juicy.
Yeah.
Well, Dory mentioning that she was behind Jim for several years and eventually caught him.
I'd have to win the Millionaire Maker to catch Jared.
Well, if I win the Millionaire Maker twice, I'll be even.
Or you could just win this one, like, how many times?
It'd be a bunch. Of course, it's not that bad in real life, but this year has felt that way a little bit, but that's all right. We'll get her going. Queen 9 suited here for Zach on the button. A couple of short stacks behind him.
Not ready to give up the big blind just yet.
Queen 3.
In there.
He will defend. Let's do it. Doesn't want to see a queen here, but we do see a flop. Ace, Jack, 6, 2 hearts.
No mess, no limit.
And there it is. We are going to have a break here at the end of that level. So the 25, 50,000 level has come and gone. Players will be on, it looks like a 7-minute break. So just a few moments here. Grab a quick snack, hit the restroom. And of course, we will have a color up break here as well. The 5,000 chips getting out of here.
The pink ones now. Or are they red?
Those are red officially, I believe. The red chips will be 100,000 each.
We can be on our telephone now, can't we? Yeah. Even here?
So while they're on break, it's a good time to mention, don't forget the Trailblazer Poker Tour Season 2. We just finished it up here at the Dallas and Las Colinas locations. Next stop for the Trailblazer will be in Spring, Texas, coming up November 10th through November 23rd. And, of course, finishing up with a return here in Dallas and Las Colinas in February. And, of course, the final stop in Austin. So
Where is Edinburgh?
Edinburgh, Texas. That is our friends way down south, close to Padre Island.
Oh, okay. I didn't know there was a TCH down there.
Texas Card House. I forget. Doggone it. Rio Grande Valley.
Oh, that's I didn't realize
There you go,
that.
yeah.
Okay.
TCH Rio Grande Valley is in Edinburgh, Texas. So that's way down there by the border, close to the island I just said. What did I say?
South Padre.
Padre, yeah. So if you go down south, hang out at Padre, you can play some poker in Edinburgh, Texas, Rio Grande Valley. Our friends down there always checking us out. Eric and I say we're going to go down there, but we're afraid if we do, we may not come back. Of course, there's a look at what we're playing for tonight. This prize pool, 43,800. 146 entries today. And the big one here at Texas Card House Dallas, we're down to 4 players. Still playing for that 12,240 up top.
$1,780,000.
And Tuesday night, my man Eric Van Loosen, he'll be back for the cash games. Tuesday night. Miss Mal, the Mal pal, she runs our lineups on the Tuesday night cash games stream. So if you want to play here on TCH Live, hit up Mal. Scan that QR code or give her a call or an email at those numbers and email address. She'll ask you a couple questions, see what you'd like to play, and possibly get you fixed up here on TCH Live.
210,000. 22210.
Yeah, Lego mentioning Brownsville, down there by Brownsville. Edinburgh, Texas, just outside of Brownsville.
You could have said any town,
It is.
and I would have been like, "Where the hell is that?"
Right. It's a haul from here. It's pretty far down there, but an outstanding room. Our friends down there run it.
6, 7,
RGV.
7, 8, 7, 9.
There you go. Declan in the chat. I knew somebody in here was listening. Declan running things down there at RGV.
5, 6, 7, 7, 9.
Eric and I say if we go down there, we may not come back, and that's what Declan did. He went down there to hang out, and sure enough, just signed up to work.
All right, so what do you want to call up?
We're
300.
going to get him for 300 more thousand.
Oh, no, they turned the clock off. How rude. Any fun stops coming up for you?
We're talking about going to Choctaw.
Yeah, I know we've got a ton of cool events right here in Dallas, but we've got some bigger events happening all around us. Choctaw, the WSOP coming through there before too long, here in a couple months or something. And, yeah, you can play a lot of cool stuff coming up very, very soon. And, of course, coming off events as cool as the Poker Atlas was and as cool as the Trailblazer was, man, we're just getting warmed up.
Yeah, we had to miss all of those for wedding festivities.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody and their mom wanted to run a tournament the weekend that we got married. It was like the champions in Houston, the prime at the lodge, this here in Dallas, the Poker
Right?
Atlas, Trailblazer.
That's all right. Getting married is way cooler than a poker tournament.
We were like, man, should we move our wedding?
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier, but shout out and big congrats again to you two for that.
No big jack.
It was fun to see those lovely pictures on social media of you guys.
Thank you.
I miss those days at 300. Like when I finished fourth, they were like 1,600 for fourth.
300 on head. Kings, kings, and jacks.
There's that one here where it flopped the ace exact. That's what the turn that I saw when he kind of made it started his run.
Yeah, Declan mentioning we could all go on down
He got that ace jack against Haley's ace king.
to RGV
They were very
for the Trailblazer. Let's see, when exactly is the RGV date? Edinburgh, Texas will be December 26th through January 5th. So that's holiday time. And, of course, we do love to play our poker in between Christmas and New Year's. So they'll be playing for some big payouts in between Christmas and New Year's down there in Edinburgh during the Trailblazer. So there you go. That's an easy one to remember.
Fruit egg now.
Players are starting to return from break here as we have less than 30 seconds remaining, it looks like. We've made it through the break, Haley.
I'm sticking with my 91.
91. It's going to happen. We're going to see some action soon.
Make me look good. My wife is watching. All in.
All in.
First hand back. See?
Always
So
happens.
I told you.
Ace 5
Couldn't find a call, though.
rips it on the button. Need a drink?
No,
You're good? Cruising?
I'm great.
You wouldn't hear the end of it with Dory if you called for that. Just because she's watching.
Down to 4 players in the $360 big one. Bump it up with the 9-7 of diamonds from the small blind. Finds. Oh, nope, just a call.
That's it. That is one.
Harris in the big blind, going to be the short stack. He's going to find a shove with king high. Snap fold from the jack deuce offsuit. We are not at Choctaw, so the Choctaw nuts doesn't work around here.
Any eliminations?
No.
Okay. They are down to 14 players in the $175 deeper stack out there, so they're in the money, playing for $5,000 up top in that one. This one, the big one, we're still playing for a little over $12,000 up top in this one.
Finding another shove. Harris and Brad kind of exchanging short stacks.
Yeah, the red chips have made an appearance. You can see those red chips there in front of Zach's stack. Those are $100,000 each. Harris finding a spot to build up here.
Yeah, it's kind of at the point where when you're opening, you can't really call a shove unless you've got it, because it's just going to flip-flop your stack too much, and it's too important with these bigger pay jumps coming up.
Five, 4 suited here for Zach on the button. Does not want to mess with it.
Okay, maybe I don't like 91.
Hand 91, getting heads up. Yeah, we're running a little thin. It's going to have to happen in a hurry here. Ace 3 suited for Brad on the button. Worthy of a Jamie Jam.
Zach's like, man,
Yeah, he's
I've had enough of these guys jamming on me all the time.
getting hounded with his queen tens and queen
Yeah.
jacks here.
He's just like had such a marginal spot. Like he's had these exact hands every single time. It's just like,
The absolute tweeners keep pouring in for Zach, and he'll let this one go. Four-handed here. Coming at you from Texas Card House, Dallas. Playing for $12,000 up top tonight. $360 buy-in. Brad's holdings have been a little schmedium for him down the stretch, but he's kicking and scratching over there. Opens it up with queen 9 of diamonds. Pookie makes the call from the button. King, queen. So Brad gonna need to land something solid here. And we get a diamond flush draw here on the turn. Jack, deuce, 5, 2 diamonds. King, queen with the slight tick, showing 50-50 on the equity here.
pretty big bet. Pot-sized bet from Brad.
There we go.
He said, I want to take the chips right now.
Right now.
No more cards
Pot
to
size,
see.
let me have it. Obviously willing to get it in there with the flush draw. Goes after the pot, takes it down. The lovely Tiffany was nice enough to bring by a vanilla latte for the booth.
We've got action.
Action on the felt. Pookie raises from the cutoff here with that ace-10. Harris in the small blind with queen. He's all in for $1.1 million. There's the lovely Tiffany in the background there. Tiffany, a lady of many traits. Usually see her in the box doing some dealing, but tonight helping out the waitress staff.
Ace-10 feels so close here.
Yeah, and Pookie feeling like it's close.
Feels like one of those ace-jack suited or betters.
And
You go with it.
he opened what, to 120,000 here? And now the jam here, about $1 million more, close to it probably.
Lays it down.
And he's going to let it go. So, yeah, that would have left him with crumbs there if he chose to go for it and did not make it. So the queens will get through for Harris. Pookie will hang on to his $1.2 million.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Four-handed ace-10 feels like you should be in there,
Right.
but
I feel like when you end up binking one of these tournaments with a decent sized field, ace 10 has to come through for you somewhere along the way, and so does like a small pair. If you can get those two things to happen, you got a head start on the field.
a lot of garbage.
And it does feel good, right, when your ace 10 or your medium aces are like taking down pots and you're able to value bet them in spots and stuff. And you turn around and the tournament field is shrinking while you're getting value out of your mid-size aces, and you're like, oh, man, could be my day. Brad picking this one up with the queen 4 small blind. Now Pookie is the official shorty at 1.07.
At this point, everybody's pretty shallow.
Yeah.
Just got to start finding a hand, call it yours, and get them in.
Race 150.
Brad taking that one down again. So he's climbed back up to 1.61. Slight edge over Harris. Comfortably cruising along above Pookie here.
Zach finds ace-king suited in the small blind versus a pair in the big blind, and they check.
Whoa, wee blind on blind violence, not very
They're
violent just
both trying
yet.
to trap each other.
All right, so Zach limping along there with Big Slick, and we get 2 hearts on this flop. Whew. Harris lets go of the 4s. We got to see a cheap flop for sure.
Yeah, he was going to have to fade half the deck.
So yeah, I think there's roughly, what is that, about 6 million in play here. So that is not a lot of blinds on the table. 30,000, 60,000 the level. Every time I've tried to say the level tonight, it yeah. Queen 8-5 the flop here. Harris checks king high.
Brad is not going to let him see another card with this gutter.
Got a gut shot, and I'm not afraid to use it. Take it down, Brad.
Ochos.
The Ochos are out.
Race 130. All in.
And the
Oh,
queens
there
are
we
here
go.
too. I don't
All right.
think that he can ever fold 8s. Nope. We are.
So hand 91
All in.
cooking up some spice here. We're not going to get heads up, but something could happen. Pocket 8s. Raise. Harris goes all in with the queens, and 8s will make the call. Harris going to be at risk. 80-20 here. Big lead in equity. Eight,
Oh
4,
my gosh,
3.
top set for the Ochos.
Naughty flop here. 8 high. Pocket 8's taking on the queens. Only a queen can change it. No queen for Harris. And the Seti Magetti set of 8s for Zach will take out Harris
Zach is
and
running
his
good.
queens.
They say 8's are the most likely to flop the set. I don't know why they say that.
Yeah, I don't know what that would be, but sure.
Yeah, Zach is running good. That will knock us down to 3 players. Our man Harris finishing tonight in 4th place. Prize for $2,760. Well done, Mr. Harris. GG's to him, and we'll see him back in the Las Colinas streets very, very soon, I'm sure.
If I go out now, I don't have to report taxes, right?
That's right. That's exactly right.
45.75 now locked up for these 3 remaining players. 12,400 up top. Pay jump's getting serious now. A little over 4,000 bucks. That's no skinny rabbit.
It's a medium-sized rabbit.
Medium-sized rabbit, yes. Yeah, we talked about that sometimes with Eric. You know, used to if you made the 5-digit club, that was a big deal, right?
Yeah.
10K cash in some of these tournaments. You were like amongst the elite. Now 10K cash is, we do that every Saturday here at Texas Card House Dallas.
Both players flopping a pair. Oh, wow. Brad's not ready to give up, so he
Yeah,
says all of it.
overcard coming out here on the turn. Queen of Hearts. Shrinks up Zach's hand a bit, so he checks the turn, and Brad finds a spot to rip it. $1.3 million the stack here from Brad. All in. Brad almost with a little bit of a nervous grin over there, having some fun with this ship.
Zach's like, what could he have possibly turned that's better than my 10?
I got a
Does the story make sense?
in our $5 ball pot. Immediate open seating. Table 3.
Yeah, Brad is fearless.
Pookie nervously tapping the table. Somebody go bust. Yeah, the fearless rip here from Brad. Will he get it through? 1.3 million all in.
I think he's going to fold. Yeah.
He does get it through. Zach lays down the 10-7.
Nice bet.
Says nice bet, and on we go. Nice bet indeed. Brad picking up some chippies. He's over 2 million now.
Yeah, that was an important one for him.
John Z for no limit.
Here's a good look at those chip stacks. About 6 million in play. You can see that for the mathematically challenged like myself, about 3, about 2, and about 1. So that comes out to about 6. All right, 7-3 in there, taking on Jack 7. We get a flop, 5-8-7. 7 lands for both players here.
Oh, wow.
Hello. 3 of clubs. That's a 2-piece for Brad now. So Zach possibly might get picked on here again, and he checks the turn again. And Brad does fire. 250,000 to bet here, not a rip. Four of clubs. Spicy card there as it puts a little bit of a 4-liner out there, but we will go check, check. Brad takes it down with the 2-piece. Back-to-back, nice pots for Brad. 495,000 in profit in that one. And he now takes the chip lead from Zach.
It's fair. That is fair.
Bink City. Bink is right.
I don't want everybody else.
Any drinks? Any more drinks? More drinks?
I gotta slow down.
Yes.
All right, right back to work. Brad's looking at pocket 10s here. In the small blind, Zach with the button, he's out of there. Oh, Brad's going to raise with pocket 10s. Pookie's going to rip it. And here we go. So Pookie all in for his 830,000 in chips. He has ace 10. Brad makes the call with pocket 10s. And you can see there the equity almost 70-30 for Brad.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Zach's loving life right now, watching this hand
Right?
play out.
Zach's been leaking a little bit here the last couple of orbits, but he is happy to see this. King, king, 6, the flop, 10 still best. Queen on the turn.
That's kind of a sweaty turn card.
Jack or an ace could change it. It's a 7. That does not change it. Brad's pocket 10s will hold, and that will eliminate our good friend of the show, Pookie. TCH Live friend,
I've got like
Mr. Pookie, Jim Coyle. He's out in 3rd place.
2.4.
If I can find the payouts, there it is. All right, so Mr. Jim's going to finish in 3rd place, $4,575 payout.
I was only off by 4 hands.
Congrats, Pookie. 4 hands, that's pretty good.
Okay.
We have made it to heads up, hand 95. The over is a winner, but how does Vegas know? Set that line perfectly at 91. And we've now made it to heads up. So Brad's going to start the heads up battle with 3.35 million. He will have a little bit of a chip lead over our man Zach in the 5 seat. Zach sitting with 2.5 million. Off to heads up we go.
Something tells me that Brad's going to try to make this short from the way that he's been playing so far.
It's good to see that the spiciness of Brad's play tonight has paid off. Here he is now heads up. Heads up for these payouts. 7,700 locked up, playing for that 12,200 up top.
That's a lot of tacos.
That is a lot of Taco Tuesdays. Jack 10 deuce to flop here. Heads up. Brad's going to land top pair. Zach's going to have middle pair. So we're going to see some action already in the heads up portion of this tournament. Brad's going to check raise with that top pair. You mentioned he might not mess around. Here it is. Check raise. Second hand of heads up. Zach not ready to go away just yet. Eight of clubs here on the turn. Shout out to the tournament director, Mr. Min, back there, putting on a heck of a show for us tonight. Taking care of these fellas as they finish up tonight's big one. Top pair still best here for Brad, and he goes swinging, 575,000.
Zach is a non-believer right now.
Non-believing with that 10-4. And hello.
Oh, he finds it.
Spicy river here for spades. Two-piece for Zach. Brad hates that card. And it goes check, check. Now Brad's really going to hate it because he gets to see what happened. A grin from Brad, a good hand, and takes it rather well. 1.9 million in that pot for Zach. Juicy, juicy. Our man Felipe in the box tonight. Don't forget a shout out for him. He's been in there all night handling our
Sounds like they're talking about chopping.
final table duties. Yeah, I heard Brad mention how much there was in.
29.
Main game, table 4.
We see a fist bump. Brad mentioned a while ago how much was left in the prize pool. So now these two have said something else. Fist bumped. Our man Felipe's taken the button away, so they've definitely
I think they chopped even.
agreed to something. We'll hear them chit chat a bit.
What, 19.5? So we'll do 9.5.
No, because it's 12 and 7 is 19, and 7 and 2, so it's like 19,950.
Yeah.
So it's
9975.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's do 9,500.
Okay, I got you.
And then the
There you go. Men's already got the number for him. 9975 is an even chop, and it looks like that's what our players will agree to. I'm getting a note here from production that verifies. Even chop, $9,975 for both our winners tonight, Brad and Zach. $9,975, not a bad Saturday.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, that'll do it for us here in the booth, but we do want to mention a week from today, Saturday, the 50K, here at Texas Card House Dallas. Come join us for that. Celebrate our 5th year anniversary, $250 buy-in, 50K guarantee. Mrs. Haley will be here. I am scheduled to be out of town, so you may not see me there, but we'll see how that goes. And what else we got going on? Poker Atlas hitting Austin very, very soon. Stay tuned for that. And we will see you guys very, very soon. Cash game Tuesday night. Eric Van Loozen will be back. And I'll join you guys late for the cash game coming up Tuesday night. And I believe that's it. Even chop. Congratulations to Zach and Brad. I'm RJ Dupree. Thank you to Mrs. Haley for joining me tonight. And we're out of here. Good night, TCH Live.